The chesticles, one of the most impressive body parts any person can ever build in the gym. It is so impressive that there is even an international day that gym bros have set aside just to train it.
This is the most sacred day in gym bro history. This is International Chest Day.
We're going to be looking at the best way to build a big, thick chest and get you one step closer to achieving your dream physique. So stay tuned. You might learn a thing or two. What is up, YouTube family? Welcome to Iron Cross Fitness, the channel that is all about bridging the gap between you and your fitness goals. This is the second episode of the anatomy series, and we're going to be looking at the chest, the anatomy of the muscles, and from that we're going to figure out the best way to train those muscles for growth. Let's get into the video. So the chest is made up of two muscles, the pectoralis major and the pectoralis minor. For the purpose of muscle growth, we're going to be focusing on the bigger muscle, which is the pec major. So the pec major has two main parts, the clavicular head, which we call the upper chest, and the sternocostal head, which we know as the mid and lower chest. The clavicular head originates from the clavicle or the collarbone and inserts into the humerus, which is the bone of the upper arm. It has three main functions, which are to flex the arm or bring the arm up, adduct the arm or bring the arm across the body, or to medially rotate the arm, which is to bring the arm inward towards the body. Now that we know how it works, let's have a look at some of the exercises that follow these planes of motion. We have exercises like the incline bench press, dumbbell bench press, low to high cable crossover, the incline dumbbell flies, pike push-ups, decline push-ups, and any other exercise that follows this range of motion or this plane of motion. Moving on to the sternocostal head, which originates from the sternum or your breastbone, and it also originates from the cartilage of your lower ribs. Since it originates from two different points, this means that the sternocostal head brings the arm across the body in generally two ways. The first is in a straight line, like you're touching your left tricep with your right hand, which activates more of the mid-chest fibers. The second one is downward across the body, like you're touching your left thigh with your right hand, and this activates more of the lower chest fibers. Now, the best exercises for the mid and lower chest would be the likes of flat bench press, flat dumbbell press, push-ups, middle cable crossovers, dumbbell flies, pec deck, machine chest press, and many other exercises that mimic that same movement. Now, the exercises for the mid chest will usually do justice to the lower chest fibers as well if you are training hard enough and with proper form. But if your lower chest is a genetic weak point for you, or if you feel that it is lacking behind in general, you can also do exercises like chest dips, decline bench press, and also the high to low cable crossover. For most people, these usually aren't all that necessary, but if I were to pick one exercise from three, I would go for the chest dips, as these are a great chest builder. Of all these chest exercises, you want to make sure that you include at least one compound movement which allows for progressive overload. Then, you want to include at least one dumbbell movement to prevent muscle imbalances, something we will cover in detail in another video. Lastly, you want to include at least one exercise that involves bringing the arm fully across the body, as you do when doing cable crossovers. So an example of a good chest program would look something like this. When it comes to the bench press, use a grip that allows your arms to be perpendicular to the floor when in the stretched position. Going narrower than this is going to engage more of the triceps. Now, there is nothing wrong with going a bit wider than this, as a wider grip is going to engage the chest more anyway. However, do not go so wide that you're going to really shorten the range of motion and you won't be able to fully activate all the chest muscles properly. So if you do use a wider grip, do not go to the extremes and use a more reasonable wide grip. When performing chest exercises, you want to put your shoulder blades back and down, which brings them closer together. Imagine trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades. This automatically puts the chest in the best position to dominate the movement instead of having other muscles like the shoulders take over the movement. If you don't have access to equipment like cable crossovers or even dumbbells, you do not have to worry. You are not going to miss out on building a great chest, because if you train hard enough and with proper form, you can actually grow your chest by only doing the bench press. Hell, even push-ups will grow your chest to an impressive point. So work with what you've got. A lot of people try to use all the chest machines in the gym, thinking that is the key to building an impressive chest, but that is really not the case. Your chest muscles can't tell the difference between one machine and the other. All they know is the amount of effort they are putting in to move a joint and whether or not they are moving through a full range of motion. By doing a lot of exercises, all most people end up doing is just adding a bunch of junk volume to their workout and basically wasting their time and energy. You do not need to do 5 different exercises to grow your chest. Just pick 2 to 3 exercises that you are comfortable with, enough for you to train hard, and I guarantee you that is going to be enough for you to grow a big and amazing looking chest. If you do that, you are well on your way to start bra shopping. That is it for episode 2 of the anatomy series. We hope you liked the video. During this series, we will be going through all the muscles of the body as far as bodybuilding is concerned, breaking down the anatomy and figuring out the best exercises to target those muscles for growth. So please subscribe and turn on post notifications so that YouTube informs you when we upload a new video, and to make sure that you never miss any of our new videos. Be a sweetheart and also like and share the video, as this would really help out our channel, and it would also help all those other people that are going to watch this video and they want to build a great chest as well. If you have any questions and contributions, please leave a comment down below and we will be sure to respond to your comment. See you in the next video. What's up?